and there's just a wonderful sisterhood from looking at your website, vwwomen.com, all different ages who just love these cars and they've found something common, whether it's growing up with one like you did, or Cora, her brother was interested in Volkswagens and that's how she got pulled into it. He ended up living with her and that made the connection stronger with
Yeah.
Volkswagens. And as you mentioned, she met her husband. He liked Volkswagen buses, 28 buses later. But where do you see your hobby, if you will, going? It doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many more women. I have a list of women I haven't even met yet, so it'll definitely keep going. I would love to see it be in a book so that more have access to these stories. I think it'd be really fun to go to car shows and campouts and everything in the Volkswagen community and, like, sell the book and share these stories. Monterey here, has Monterey Car Week in August, where
Mhm.
the Concours d'Elegance is, and it's a whole week of events, and I would love to be part of the little car show and have a bunch of women show up in their Volkswagens, and men too, and show
Sure.
up with these Volkswagens that are kind of the opposite of what shows up at the Concours d'Elegance, but still, I
Right.
think should be respected in their own right and do a parade out there. So I think that would be my where I'd love to see it go.
Yeah, that sounds pretty exciting. I was hoping you would say something like starting a cars and coffee, right? Just something fun that like just spreads the word and continues the love of Volkswagen.
Yeah, that's
Bring that
exactly what I
community
wanna
together.
do.
Yeah, for sure. I really appreciate you, of course I'm a Volkswagen fan, but even if you were doing, just bringing more like acknowledgement and notoriety to the females in our car cultures that are out there doing their own thing. Like your friend that does the snow drive. Like that's amazing that she's out there even if if for anybody going out there alone is impressive, but someone that, it's one of those like you mentioned in your bio on your website that a lot of times in the car culture it feels like women are minimalized or even sexualized, and there's a lot of us out there that appreciate that there's more than just the typical car show kind of mentality where we try to be as welcoming as we can for everybody. But yeah, it's one of those things where I really love your project, and I can't wait to keep following it along myself just to see who else you meet and their stories, because obviously I'm a big fan of car stories anyway. Here we are right now. But yeah, that's awesome.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks for
So
saying
yeah, no, Dave. I guess we just need to keep having more Volkswagen people on to keep you entertained, right? Keep you loaded. Who's the next one?
Right.
I did want to ask before Dave does the wind down. How does your husband feel about this? Is he allowed to drive Moot?
So I don't think he's ever driven my Volkswagen.
But he's been a passenger,
He's
right?
been a passenger plenty
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
I think I even asked he knows how to drive stick. I've even asked
Mhm.
once, and I think he's kinda like, "No." But he has actually been my biggest advocate for this project.
I bet.
So it's been, hard to find some women at first, and then once I
Mhm.
figured it out, they've come together, but we'll go to a coffee shop, and I'll come out with our coffees, and he'll be talking to some woman, and he's like, "Oh, this is Brenda. She has a Carmen Kia. You guys should talk."
That's awesome.
Or he'll be on a bike ride, and he'll be like, "Oh, I found this square back in the shed. It's Lynette's. You gotta call her." And I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
So it's been great to have him be so excited and
Yeah.
supportive.
But he is not a car guy, but he is a Marla guy.
He likes his cars in his own
Okay.
way,
Okay.
so